I now pass the floor to Set My People Free.
Thank you, moderator, and thank you to the speakers. My name is Hulda Fahmi with Set My People Free, working to abolish apostasy and blasphemy laws. Today, there are 1.3 billion Muslims who live in countries where they're criminal or where they face criminal or administrative penalties for leaving or questioning the state interpretation of Islam. News about the stabbing of ex-Muslim author Salman Rushdie by an Islamist 30 years after the release of his book, The Satanic Verses, sent shockwaves across ex-Muslim communities and those advocating to see the repeal of apostasy and blasphemy laws, where penalties for leaving or questioning Islam can include the death penalty. The threats against ex-Muslim communities is a reality, though often excluded or miscategorized in hate crime reports due to their multifaceted identities. While there are no laws against ex-Muslim rights in OSCE states, ex-Muslims still face threats from family members and the wider community. As we were reminded yesterday, religious freedom is not acceptance of a religion or belief, but the acceptance of the individual to choose and exercise their religion or belief. We have to affirm this if we are going to keep and foster a climate of dialogue and discussion about thoughts and ideas and the acceptance of each other. Odir describes hate crimes being distinct from other crimes because of the greater impact it has. Hate crimes send, and this is quoted, hate crimes send the message that victims are not an accepted part of the society in which they live. As a consequence, those attacked may experience both a sense of extreme isolation and greater and longer lasting fear than that experienced by other victims of crimes. We have seen this among ex-Muslims, as reported by ECLJ in their report on ex-Muslims in France, which includes Christians, atheists, and the trends of persecution they have seen were mainly intra-family, communitarian, and also doxing, like revealing their locations on social medias when they speak out about Islam or their beliefs or share their thoughts. I would like to commend France actually in one point, and that is how they stood up for Samuel Paty after he was murdered and how they made a clear stance that this is not okay. And we want to see the same for the rights of ex-Muslims to choose what they want to believe and to express themselves. I also commend the charter that they put together of principles for Islam in France. Specifically, ex-Muslims have shared specifically Article 3, which dealt with freedom and stated that freedom is guaranteed by the principle of secularism, which allows each citizen to believe or not to believe, to practice the religion of his choice, and to change religion. Thus, the signatories undertake not to criminalize a renunciation of Islam, nor to qualify it as apostasy, ridda, still less to stigmatize or to call in a direct or indirect way to attack the physical or moral integrity of those who renounce a religion. And I think that's a very important part of the charter. I need to wrap up, but please look at the statement, and also please come to our event on the 6th where we will deal with this. And final thing, I had some comments on UK with regards to the Batley Grammar School teacher. We have to stand up for the individual and not give in to mobs who are against values of freedom of choice, religion, and belief. Thank you.
Thank you.